So today we will be seeing file handling HOTS questions. Okay. I hope you all can see this. So I will send this file to you right now so that you can download it on your computer and you can watch it. I'm going to send it to you. Okay, students, all the recorded sessions here are no longer being saved in Microsoft Streams. Okay, so that is why you have, if you want, you can easily go to my playlist on YouTube and you can get it from there, right? All the online lectures, you will find it over there. Oh, not this one. Wait. Yes, I sent the file. Please check it. I sent the file. Did you get it? All of you? Did you get the file?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So now let's start with today's class. Now, students, we are not going to run the file on Python IDE because these are hot questions and basically these you will be getting in your theory exam to write in the exam. So today I will also be telling you that if you have to write questions, write answers in your exam, how you need to write that. There is a different way different method which you have to follow for practical and for theory. As far as theory is concerned, students, there you need to work with your there you need to be very precise, right? Whatever is asked to you, only you need to write that. You don't need to run your program. But whenever it is a question of practical exams, so in practicals, if you have created a function, in order to call that function, you will have to write some statements in the global area. So that is important over there, right? So what we are going to do is we are going to see how you can write questions in your theory exam. So when it comes to theory exam, if in the question it has been asked to write a function, then you have to write a function only. You don't have to write any additional statements for running that function. Got it? Because you are writing the function where in your theory exam, and in theory exam you don't have much time to waste, right? If it is a question of practicals, only in practicals you need to write a complete program because there you will be getting one program or two programs max, right? So, and because Python, all programs are quite short, you won't find any long programs as such. So there, all your programs, you can easily write all the statements. Understood? So in case of theory, you have to stick to the specifications in the question itself. So here in the question they have, let's, because we had already covered 6 questions before, so we will be starting from question number 7. So the question number 7 says, write a function file long that accepts a file name and reports the file's longest line. So read the question very carefully, students. Write a function file long. So you have to define a function file long that accepts a file name and reports the file's longest line. Whichever you can think of the file containing multiple lines, and out of those you have to find out the line which is the longest. Understood? So how are we going to do this? Please watch here very carefully. Certain questions I'll be explaining and certain questions you will be doing on your own. So this is a function. Wait a second. So it's a function here. function file long. Okay. So you will be using what? DEF. Wait. Just a second, students. There is some problem, some issue with my tablet. Okay. So def file long, and this file long function, it accepts a file name. So you can take an argument file name over here. Okay. Next is you have to open the file name. Now the thing is, which type of operation should you perform in the file? Read the question and tell me. Is it a read operation, write operation, or append operation?
Ma'am, read operation.
It is a read operation. Okay, because you have to report the file's longest line, and for that you need to read the file. Anshika Chaube, or wait, Pratyush Singh was there in the meeting. Pratyush Kumar Singh, are you there? Please respond. Pratyush. Okay, yes, Pratyush, if you can, could you respond through chat? If you can't speak, respond through chat. Okay, so the question to you is, how can I open the file? I have to open the file in the read mode. What statement will I write for that? I want everybody to think and send me the answers here. Don't send me the answer in private chat inbox because it would be difficult for me to switch that. You can send it here itself in the chat box. How will I open the file? I'll give you a start. You can use the file handle fin equals. Then you have to use the open function. Can you continue now, anyone? Yes, I'm waiting for everyone's answer. Hurry up. Yeah, I got a chat. Anshika Chaube. Very good, Anshika. W has to be small, okay? That you can also do that. And usually we do it this way with open and file name. Now you don't need to specify anything within double quotes because this file name will be accepted from some other function or from the main area. Okay, so you can simply type here file name, comma, which mode? Read mode. Okay, this is one way. And the second way you can also use, as Anshika has sent, with open file name, comma, R as pin. What is the advantage of this method? Can anyone tell me what is the advantage of this method?
You don't need to close the file.
I can't hear. Vedant, could you be a little loud?
Hello, ma'am.
Yes,
Hello.
yes. Yes. But still your voice is very low. Anyways, just say.
You do not need to close the file.
Yes, very good. You don't need to write any statement explicitly like file dot close. I really appreciate Vedant. He's putting in a lot of efforts in learning Python. So I want this kind of an improvement from others also, like Krishanshu, Pratyush, Yachana, Ashwarya. Okay, please put in. This is just like I'm setting an example for you all, right? So the way he is putting efforts, I want you people also to put in the same efforts. So file dot close is not required if you are writing statements within this block. Now, because we have already started it over here, so it's up to you whether you want to this use this or use this one. Now you have to read everything within the file. Now students, when you execute, when this statement is executed, all the file contents are already read into this object, that is fin. You can also use this fin object to extract content from there. Okay, so how is it? It is in the form of a list of strings. It's already in the form of a list of strings with an end of line character at the end of every string. Okay, so this fin contains this. आपको read या read line या read lines कॉल करने की भी जरूरत नहीं है, because this file object, it automatically contains these lines. Understood? So what you can do is you can easily now extract lines from fin. So how will you do that? So I will be writing for, now you have to figure out the longest line. So for longest line, what I need to do, I need to first find out the length of each line, and I need to compare it with the length of the other lines. That is finding the, again, that algorithm for finding the largest object or the largest number in a list. So again, I'll be taking big equals how much? 0. And I will be using it for line in fin. So I can directly write this, and I'll write if it is greater than big, then big is equal to len line, and I also need to save that line. So what I can do is I can take a variable longest underscore line equals, I can just set it as none, and I will write here longest line equals line. Okay, let this execute. Now I cannot break over here because this algorithm will work only when it checks all the lines, and it has to move to the end, that is to the end of file. Okay, because we have already read everything within fin, so it will be reading all the lines till the end, till it finds the longest line, and finally we will be printing that, or you can either print the line or you can return the longest line. So at the end you will write return, sorry, longest line. Okay, alternatively, if you are using any read lines functions, you can do that also, right? You can use simple read line function. Read lines will work in the same way. Only thing what you need to do is simply write here something like lines equal fin dot read lines. So this function is going to again read all the contents. It is going to extract all the contents of the file object and save it within lines. So now this thing, this fin what we had, okay, the fin would remain as it is, but now another value, that is another variable, will also be pointing to this. That is, we will also have lines, which also contains all these lines. Okay, we'll have a string lines, sorry, a list lines which also contain, because read lines saves everything in the form of a list of strings. Okay, and if you are using a simple read line function, then you have to use this read line function within a loop. Okay, till the time, that also I had taught you, you will be using a while loop. First you will take lines or line equals at least white space character, then you will write while line. That is, while line contains a non-null, not null value, line equals fin dot read line. Do this, that is read one line, and then you perform this if length line is greater than big and all that step. Okay, so these are some of the alternatives which you can apply. Now in the exam you have to write only this much. आपको इतना ही लिखना है, इससे ज्यादा नहीं लिखना है. Why? because what is provided to you? Only write a function file long. That's it. Okay, you don't have to write anything else. But if you are doing it practically, then you need to provide some statements. Can anyone tell me those statements which you can write to test this function practically within the main area?
Ma'am, ask the user the file name.
Yes, we will first ask from the user the file name. So I'm going to type here file name equals input, enter file name. So let the user enter the file name in the way which you want. For text files, it works. But for binary files, you have to stick to the specification. There are 3 specifications. Either you write it. See, I'm writing this one. The one which we have been using. Files. And within files, the name of the file. That is, say, poem.txt. Okay, एक तरीका ये है. Second way is using double slash, double backslash, one for single forward slash or double backslash, or if you are using a single backslash, then you have to use an R over here. But modern, the latest versions of Python, they also allow this, a single backslash. But that depends. I had practically seen one question where in one of the functions it is accepting this. The other function, I wasn't getting the answer till the time I changed this to a single forward slash. So it is what sometimes it might accept and sometimes it might not accept. So you have these 3 ways in which you can specify the path of the file. Okay. And always specify a path and always create a folder in which you should save all your files such that whenever you need, you can access all your files from there. So accept, enter a file name, and because the file is returning a value, so you can write print file long file name. Although it wouldn't hurt to write these 2 statements also in the exam, but it's not needed. Okay, but if you are doing your practicals at that time, it is mandatory. I hope everybody understood this question. Is it clear to everyone? Will you be able to do it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, only Pradyum is giving the answer. What about others? At least give me the answer through
Yes, ma'am.
chat. Okay, very good.
Yes, ma'am.
Good, good. See, this I always keep on asking because I'm not able to see you people. Okay. So that is why I need a confirmation that you people are there in the class, right? Next, 8th question. What is the output of the following code fragment? Explain. Now watch it very carefully. Can you read the line, students? First is out equals open output.txt comma w. What happens? This file output.txt will be opened in which mode? Write mode. Next is out.write hello world. Okay. So out.write hello world. I'll do one thing. I'll save it to Microsoft whiteboard only. Just a sec. Let's save all of these. It's not that visible. Is it somewhat visible, students? Can you see the statements?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So this output.txt is a file, is a disk file which is opened in which mode? In the write mode. Now within that I'm writing out.write. You can see the program has been made in the interactive mode. Hello world. So what will be there in the file? This is your file. So you will be having hello, comma, world. I'm writing it exactly the same way. And then there is a new line character. So line will be changed over here. And then the next line is there. How are you? Out.close. So now this file will be saved. And now again, this file has been opened in the read mode. Please mark this line. You can also open the file. You can also read all the content of the file by directly using this statement. That is open output.txt, which will create an unnamed file object in the memory. File handle won't be there, but file object will be created. And then you are calling the read function. So this will read the entire content and print it directly on the screen. Echo it back to the screen. We don't have any print function, so it will echo this back to the screen. You know that whenever in the interactive mode you type something, it is echoed back to the screen. So the content will be echoed back to the screen. So what will be printed? The same statement, that is hello world, in exactly the same way. How are you? Now let me explain one thing, students. When you open the file in the write mode, the file is completely empty and the pointer is set at the beginning of the file. Okay. By the time you have written the last statement, the file pointer has been set to the last statement and file is closed. That is, all the content are saved. And the association with this out file handle is broken. Now, when again you are opening the file, now you are opening the file, by default it is taking which mode? Read mode. So when it is opened in the read mode, students, your file pointer is set at the beginning of the file. Okay. Now, the thing is, if you are opening out, had it been like this, that is, instead of write mode, had it been append mode, the moment you open the file, the pointer would be set where? If the file was opened in the append mode, where would the pointer be? File pointer is set at which location when the file is opened in the append mode?
At the end.
At the end, that is EOF over here. Yahan pe hoga file pointer. Why? Can anyone tell me the reason why in the append mode file pointer is set at the end? There is a reason behind this. What is that reason?
Because it appends the new data without erasing the previous one.
Exactly, because it has to add on to the previous content of the file. So that is why it will start writing from the end of the file. So that is why the file pointer is set at the end. So ab aapne append, and if suppose you are opening it in the A+ mode, what happens? You can perform append operation also, read operation also. So aapne append to kar liya sab kuch. File pointer bhi yahan set ho gaya. Now you need to reset this file pointer again at the beginning without closing the file. What statement will you use for that? You will be using something like out.seek0, which will seek to the beginning of the file. That is, it will reset the pointer to the beginning of the file and you can again perform all the read operations, whatever you want. I hope this program is clear to everybody. This code is clear. These are hot questions which you can get in your exam. Coming down, what is the output of the following code? Okay, so I'm going to write this also. Okay, we don't need to write anything here. I'll still do it because you might need to. Okay, so I have this. This is a bit better. Now tell me, what is going to be the output of this file? Everybody think and tell me.
Ma'am, first 5 characters of F1.
Wait, Pradyum. Let everybody solve. I want the answer from someone else now. It doesn't have to be only Pradyum and Anshika answering or Vedant answering. Now, next is I'm going to ask this question to people: Aishwarya Srivastav, Pratyush, Krishanshu, Yachna. Those who have problem with mic, they can send me the answer through chat also over here. Don't send on WhatsApp because I'm not online there right now. I'm giving some time to you. In the meantime, others will start solving the, you all have the file with you, right? So in your copies, you will be solving question number 10 and 11. Others. Okay, Vedant, no problem. You can send your answers through chat over here. And by the way, I have asked the question to the other students. So Pratyush, Krishanshu, Aishwarya, and Yachna. I'm going to ask this question to these people. Read it very carefully. Now let me explain this. F1.open, it is in the read mode, okay? So this is it. Suppose there are some statements written here. This is a house. Okay. I live here. Something is written in the file. In the beginning, pointer is set over here, okay? Now you are you are executing the read function. So read function reads all the content of the file. Okay. So this pointer will be set where? It will be set over here at the end because you have already executed the read function. So इसी statement में file pointer कहाँ पे आ गया? EOF पे. What you are doing here, that is not important. Okay, this is all unimportant. This statement is important. And then you are writing print f1.read. अब कुछ read होगा क्या? Until and unless you reset the pointer, nothing will be read because EOF has been reached. So there would be no output. यहाँ ध्यान देना जरूरत है, ठीक है? So the moment you have executed the read function without any arguments, it means that all the content have been read. Did you understand this? Is it clear? Okay, now the next two questions. Question number 10. Write a statement in Python to perform the following operations. This everybody can do. So please send me your answers through chat, all of you, for these two questions, question number 10 and 11. Please send the answers. Okay, Pradyum already sent me. Yes, Vedant also sent me. Others? Yes, look here everyone. Question number 10, write a statement in Python to perform the following operations. To open a text file book.txt in read mode. So you have to open book.txt in the read mode. So what will you do? File equals open book.txt in the read mode. Very simple. To open a text file book.txt in the write mode. So the same thing will become W. Next is write a statement in Python to open a text file mypet.txt in the write mode, mypet.txt in the read mode. This is very easy. You can do it on your own. Okay. Yes, good, good. What about others? Yachna, Aishwarya, Krishanshu, Pratyush. Such an easy question. This one, 11th one. Opening a file. Simply file equals open mypet.txt, comma W. And in the second statement, comma read mode, R. Question number 12. Write a method in Python to write multiple lines of text content into a text file daynote.txt. So you have to write multiple lines of text contents. Now it might be appearing as some rocket science, but it's not. Writing multiple lines of text in a text file. That's it. Okay. And the name of the text file is daynote.txt. So how will you write multiple lines of code? Multiple text lines. First of all, it is what? Write a method. Method means function. So we will start with def. So I'll use the text option here. So we will use def and I can write text as the function name, and it will accept a file name, or it won't accept a file name because file name has been provided. So fine. One thing, I'll do it like this only. We have def write text. Okay. I'm going to use this statement with open daynote.txt as, okay, I forgot one thing, that is which mode I am going to open. Now it's up to me whether I want to open it in the write mode or the append mode. Append mode, because if I need to add more content to the file later on, then append mode will work. So it's up to you which one you want to use. Okay, because nothing like that has been specified in the question. So it's up to you. As F out, because I'm performing a write operation. Okay. Now what you have to do, you have to ask for multiple lines from the users, and then you have to send it to the file. So I'm going to take ans equals y, while ans is equal to y, that is till the time user wants. First read a line from the user, enter a line of text, and then you have to write this to the file. So how will you write? F out dot write line. Okay, and then you ask from the user. Continue. If the user says yes, then this loop is going to continue. Okay, and at the end automatically the file will be closed and your content will be saved. So that's all which you have to write in this question. Okay, so in the theory exam, if something is asked, you have to only write this much. Is it clear to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Next question. Write a user-defined function in Python that displays the number of lines starting with h in the file para.txt. Now I'm giving you some time. These are the lines which you have. Suppose your file contains these lines. Whose woods these are, I think I know, till to watch his woods fill up with snow. So this is a small, you can say a small poem stanza has been taken. So what you have to do is you have to write a user-defined function that displays the number of lines starting with h. How many lines do you see starting with h? 1, 2, That's all, only 2 lines. So at the end, your output should be 2. Do this, and the name of the file is para.txt. Do it yourself and send me the answers, everyone. You can write the program in your sheet. You can write the program on a paper and you can send me the screenshot. Okay, I also have my I'm again online on my WhatsApp. If you want, you can send me through WhatsApp also. Correct answer, Pradyum. Pradyum, send me the answer. I think I got one more. No, I didn't. Look here, everyone. So the question is, write a user-defined function in Python that displays the number of lines starting with h in the file para.txt. So I'm just copying these 4 lines and I will be pasting it here. So these are the 4 lines, right? Now first let us discuss the actual logic. What is to be done? You have to count the number of lines which start with h. So how to do that? You can see, you can use the read line function to read one line at a time. You can use the read lines function to read all the lines together, or you can also simply use the file object. It's up to you. So if I'm using the file object, so I'll first start with def And has the name also been provided here? No, name is not provided. So I can simply form a name count h. Okay. And that displays the number of files. So again, it has to be empty. So I'm going to just create a variable count and set it to 0. This is the value which I will be returning. Now I have to open the file. So I'll write fin equals open, or I'll use the with open option. Wait a sec. So with open, name of my file was what? Para.txt. And which file mode? Read mode as fin. Okay. Now I will be reading the contents. Already the content is there in fin in the form of a list of strings. So ये already है. Okay. So now what I need to do is I need to just start accessing each line. So for line in fin. Now for line in fin, when I talk about a line, when I have read the first line, okay. So this line would contain one of the lines, say whose, woods, and so on. And this is a string, so you will be having individual index values for each of the characters. So if you have to check whether it starts with a specific character, then you will be using what? You will be using the index location, that is 0 over here. So you can check if line 0, if this is equals to h, then count plus equal to 1. Increment the value of count. That's all we have to do. And finally, you will be returning the value. Return what? Count. Fine. So this is the function which you have to write. See, the questions, programs are very simple. Okay. You just have to read the question carefully in order to write it. Is this clear to everybody?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so now rest of the questions you will be doing on your own. There are 3 questions. Out of this, you have to do the 15th question. 14th question is a binary file. We have already discussed binary file, so you can try out this one. And 15th question you will have to do. Okay, that is write a function count my in Python to read the text file data.txt and count the number of times my occurs in the file. Now you have to figure out each individual word. I'm giving you a small hint. Use split function to split the line into list, into separate words where every word is stored in a list. So now your work would be a little easier. You can do the hard way also, you can do the easy way also. This is the easy way, and the hard way is without using split function. So that I expect from certain students, that is Chirag, Mohit, Anshika, Pradyum, Vedant. Understood? So you can try out the hard way, and the easy way is obviously there. So thank you everybody. I hope you all understood today's class. So this way we are going to see some hot questions related to your first terminal exam during this month, and we also have to discuss about your practical file as well as what will come in your practical exam. Okay. So thank you everybody.